The Leafs actually traded Patrick Marleau. I didn't think this was going to happen. When Kyle Dubas spoke to reporters yesterday during the first round on the draft floor, he thought Patrick Marleau was going to be a Maple Leaf come season start, and here we are. So Patrick Marleau was dealt as well as a conditional first round pick and a 7th round selection to the Carolina Hurricanes on Saturday, today, in exchange for a 6th rounder. Now, all picks are in the 2020 draft. If the first round pick is in the top 10, Carolina will instead receive Toronto's first rounder in 2021. Now, should the Hurricanes be unable to convince Marleau to play for them, which he won't, they'll buy him out and he'll become an unrestricted free agent, according to Pierre LeBrun. The veteran forward thanked the Leafs organization from his wife's Twitter account shortly after the trade was made official. Marleau, who will turn 40 in September, has 1 year left on his contract, of course, at a $6.25 million cap hit. He signed with the Leafs as a free agent back in July 2017, after spending the first 19 seasons with the San Jose Sharks. So what's probably going to happen here, Carolina's going to buy him out, obviously. He'll go and sign for the San Jose Sharks for next to nothing, for peanuts, or maybe retire. But I would think he would sign with San Jose. Now, a little side note here. I just wanted to apologize, everyone, for the lack of the draft coverage for the round 2 to round 7. I had some technical difficulties this morning, and by the time everything sort of fixed itself, I had a choice to make because 3 or 4 trades were being made to either jump into the draft late or talk about the trades, and here we are. In any case, this was a steep price to pay for the Leafs. A first rounder. Wow. Now, this could be a pick the Leafs are hoping will be 20 or higher in either year, but you don't know. Who knows if they're going to be able to improve the team as opposed to just signing the restricted free agents they need to sign. Because right now, the Leafs, with this move, have just over $14 million in cap space. And of course, the big boys they have to sign, the first up is Mitch Marner, who looks like he's going to demand somewhere around $10 million a year. Rich, I know. And then there's also Andreas Johnsson and Kasperi Kapanen, who are also restricted free agents who have been in the rumor mill nonstop for the past few days. So, even if they sign Mitch Marner for, let's say, $9 million, let's say they sign him for $9 million, that still means they only have $5 million to play with between those two players, and both of them scored 20 goals last season. You think they would demand, around between, I want to say around $4 or $5 million minimum for each of those players. So I don't know how this is going to work out because the Maple Leafs still have some holes to plug on their defense. Remember, Ron Hainsey is a UFA now. There's talk that he'll sign with the Leafs for a low amount, but you wouldn't think it would be less than a 1 year deal for at least $2.5 million. And then Martin Marincin, he's another UFA. They're not re-signing him. And then Jake Gardiner, there's no way. I know there's rumors that he might stay with Toronto if they're able to find the space. I seriously doubt it. I mean, there's talk that he's looking for like $7+ million. He would have to take a huge haircut to stay with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's 28 years old, by the way. Ron Hainsey is 38. So there you have it. That's a really steep price for Toronto to pay. But it's what they had to do, I guess, to free up some cap space to keep Mitch Marner and even maybe one or both of Andreas Johnsson or Kasperi Kapanen. We'll see where that goes in the coming minutes, even as we're right in the middle of the second round, beginning of the first round, as I'm doing this video on Saturday morning / afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments about this trade. in the comment section box down below. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, I'll see you soon.